Let me tell you something.
You're listening to QSJ, digging up the underground.
Let's get back to the mix.
Left out to dry, push the phone in my side. I'll learn to fly, dip the nest in the night, and I'll follow the silhouette of you. Yeah, I'll follow the silhouette of you. So give me just a little love.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to QSJ Radio's Digging Up the Underground. Today's show, we're joined by an artist whose voice echoes with honesty, growth, and groove. Joseph Heinze, the creative force behind Tilted Earth, is more than just a singer-songwriter. He's a strategist, a survivor, and a storyteller. From composing heartfelt indie pop melodies to crafting visual identities that linger in the mind. Listen, when I say that, I say that. We're going to get into that one. Joseph has been steadily building an audience through hard work and smart strategy and a little bit of creative chaos. He's grown his following on platforms like Spotify and TikTok, and not through luck, but through meta ad campaigns, and a clear vision. Oh, and he did a lot of that while recovering from a broken collarbone, which is crazy. I don't know. Today we talk about the music, the moments, and the mindset behind Tilted Earth. Joseph, Tilted Earth Heinze, welcome to QSJ Radio.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's the collarbone?
I just actually took the brace off. I was sleeping with it on. I'm like, I'm gonna take it off today for the interview.
You're gonna take it off, and if your shit breaks while you're on here with me, please.
That'll be a good story then.
Oh my God. Let's start from the beginning. What pulled you into music? Was there like a moment you realized like this is it? And
Yeah, totally. I mean, it has been my entire life. My dad listened to a lot of classical music when I was growing up. I mean, like at age 2, I would just bang on the back of his seat, like play music. So just like ever since.
Oh my God, I would have knocked you out. I'm not.
yeah, I know.
There's no way there was no yelling involved.
You should have. No, he's very patient. But,
okay, shout out to him, bro.
Yeah, so classical music is kind of what I was raised on. So there wasn't a specific moment, I don't think, but yeah, ever since I've been young, music has been a kind of integral part of my life. But yeah, I think my dad was one of the main catalysts of it.
Yeah. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote? And what was it about? And do you have do you still have it somewhere?
I do. I recorded it on GarageBand when I was, I don't know, 10 or something. It was called The Coffin Song. So it's kind of dark.
Okay.
It was kind of dark, but I don't even remember what it was about, but I just remember the word coffin being in it. And, it's like, I'm digging my way out. It's like I had been buried alive or something kind of crazy. It's like,
oh my God.
So I don't know what my 10-year-old brain was thinking, but yeah, that was the first one was about.
What the heck?
Weird, but this is not what I write about now. But
bro, yo, but it's all good. You mentioned being inspired by certain artists, especially because Dad had the playlist going on. What were some of those voices that shaped you early on?
Yeah, I mean, he played a lot of classical music, so Beethoven, Bach, Mozart, just like from the 1700s. But As I grew older, I started really liking the 60s and 70s kind of music,
Okay.
like the Beatles, the Beach Boys. And then more recently, do you know Bread? You know that band,
Yeah.
Bread? Yeah, I love Bread.
I love bread
And
too.
then
Mission, emotionally and physically.
Sourdough, yeah.
Right.
And then I really been getting into 21 Pilots recently, which is kind of funny because they had their moment, back in the 2010s, but I just started discovering them and I went to one of their shows a couple years ago
No
and
way.
I was blown away by their live performance. They're insane. And so I've been tracking them ever since then. So those are a couple of my big influences.
Big shout out to everybody listening. If you're just tuning in with us, we're talking to the force behind Tilted Earth. Tilted Earth, ran by Joseph Heinze. I'm saying your name right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, because
Everyone gets Heinz wrong. Yeah, it was the same as the ketchup.
Stop playing. Like that, you was ready to say it too. Like
I know.
you
Yeah.
was so ready. Like
Well, there's an
this dude's gonna
E.
mess up my name, bro. This dude's gonna mess up my name. But I'm glad I did it. Let's talk about now. You released music under the name Tilted Earth. How did the identity come about, and what does it represent for you?
Yeah, there's not actually a huge story behind it. I kind of did not like the idea of choosing a name until I had written a couple songs and I wanted to kind of get the feel of the music. But all my friends are saying, no, you need to choose a name so that you can market it and promote it. It's like, okay. So one of my dad's friends, he's been in the music career. He's a marketing guy and he has a huge list on his iPhone of band names that he's been writing down for years and years and years, just funny little things that he comes across. He'll just put it in a list. And so one day, me and one of my bandmates at the time, we sat down with him and we were just scrolling through it. And then we picked out our top three. It was like Mousetrap.
What?
It's like there's like four different ones, but then Tilted Earth was on that list. And that one just kind of stuck with us. We're like, okay, well, this kind of matches the 60s, 70s feel that we're trying to recreate through our music. We'll just go with it. So that's how it started.
Big shout out to everybody listening. So 60s, 70s is kind of where it's coming from with a little bit of 200-year-old background,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A lot of missing history there. But,
No, I know. The Dark Ages. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to that, man. It's crazy. I fell really deep into the music. Not gonna lie. I think Autumn Lover, Loving Lover.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, so shout out to Don't Wake the Neighbors. Powerful tracks, layers of meanings behind it. How does your songwriting process begin? Because as you seem to be like a young guy, very almost like family oriented, but I understand like an injury can cause people to overthink about a lot of things. Not sure if that's what happened. Is it a lyric, a melody, a vibe? What? Because these tracks, I'm gonna put people on to like Don't Wake the Neighbors, like full track and everything, guys, because lovely. But they'll understand what I mean when it's like, man, this is a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Autumn Loving Lover came from my first EP, which I released almost 2 years ago now. I think it was a year and a half ago. And all the songs on there were kind of love songs, and they didn't really have too much meaning. They were just about kind of one person specifically at that time. And then all these new singles that I've been releasing, I've been trying to release one per month. They've had different sort of meanings. Like Don't Wake the Neighbors is about one of my friends who has really bad anxiety. And so every time we'd call on the phone, they would try to be really quiet because they thought that they were going to wake the neighbors next to them. But they were talking on the phone. So obviously they're not going to wake up the neighbors, but that paranoia and anxiety caused them to think like that. So the songwriting process is just realizing what I know, like writing about what I know instead of just making stuff up. It makes the songwriting process way easier because you just write about things that are happening or what you already know. You don't have to go out and try to make up crazy new things. You just have to find things that are happening in other people's lives, in your life, and then rewrite it in a new way. So that's part of the process, at least.
Here is Don't Wake the Neighbors by Tilted Earth.
One where the neighbors can't catch on to the melodies in my head. I fear their ears are pressed against the walls of the room in which I am. I'm scared that they will hear, 'cause I don't want to wake the neighbors again. And I'm scared of what I've been told will be alright. Yeah, I'm mortified of death and of life. And I didn't ask, but will you help me to sleep? 'Cause I don't want to wake the neighbors again. I'm sure they've heard my whispering. I'll bet you anything it's like a scream. Money down, the landlord's on his way. I'm laying on the floor by the back door, second guessing myself and my position. What if he comes for me from the kitchen? Oh, I'm the king of the world when it comes to bad decisions. And I'm scared of what I've been told will be alright. Yeah, I'm mortified of death and of life. And I didn't ask, but will you help me to sleep? 'Cause I don't want to wake the neighbors again. No, I don't want.
You guys can stream that on Spotify and basically anywhere right now, because it is a hit. You know, now that I know the backstory of that, I want to really focus real quick on this and what it really means. I haven't been on social media, any kind of platforms, in a couple of weeks, but I had to promote for us, right? So I stood about 2 days in there scrolling. That is the worst, right? Shout out to doom scrolling. And I saw a post from one of our close friends. I would consider them close. And there was something in there that said, I wish that people would understand my emotions when they see a broken bone, because you don't have to explain what happened. You don't have to explain the pain, and you wish that people would just tell you to stop, to get over it, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot in that song.
Wow.
You see where I went?
Yeah.
Because now, not only there's an assumption in the song as well that I caught, that you wish and hope that is true, but you might know it's true. That, please help me. Please help me, because this is hard. This is hard for me. I don't like life, but I don't want to die. Right? It's so much and for me, I want you to understand, not a lot of people take those peoples with those conditions serious. And I want you to understand that says so much of you, not only to make a song about it, but the calm of it, the paranoia was real in that song, where somebody was, if people pay attention to the lyrics, somebody was coming out the kitchen in that song, bro. I looked in the back. I know the cameras don't work for us right now, but I'm looking what? And I want you to understand how deep that is, why it transcended the way that it did. Because even though we're going to talk about how you built this thing, this touches so many people because of the fact that no one is taking time to understand. You don't got to be right about the emotions that they're feeling, but the consistency is there, and you'll understand if you take the time. You know, shout out to that, man.
Yeah, and it was really easy to write about because it was my friend that was experiencing those emotions, and so I got to see it, front row seat, like what paranoia really looks like with someone, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like, I guess it felt like my way of helping. It's like I want to be able to write something for you. Like what you're saying, I don't know if it's translated correctly, but it's like it's the effort, you're trying to.
Yeah, that's dope. That's so dope. I'm not gonna lie, Joe. That shit is dope. Like I've listened to this song so many times, and it's like calm, collective. The drums, the right melody, the cadences. Boom. You got a backstory. You just fucked me up with it. I'm just like, okay, that was dope.
And I'm glad you like it.
That's so dope. Now let's talk about something you seem so like involved with right now. You built your Spotify and TikTok presence, and this is mostly independent, right? Which is no small feat. Can you walk us through like how you used meta ads to grow your audience?
Oh yeah. So I was thinking about, okay, how can I market my music? I mean, there's a billion ways to do it, but it really only boils down into two different paths. You can organically promote your music and paid promotion, or non-organically, basically. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's do both. So TikTok and Instagram are the organic stuff, and we could talk about that later. But meta ads is kind of where I landed, because I knew that Facebook and Instagram are really powerful tools to get your music out there, and they're already such big platforms. So I was trying to watch YouTube videos on how to even run a campaign, and I'm like, man, there's just almost nothing on this. And that was kind of the moment that I realized, wow, maybe meta ads is the way to go, because it's kind of an untapped thing for artists. Like a lot of artists are using TikTok ads, I've noticed, and they're really easy to run. But meta ads, it's like this huge thing. There's massive. There's so many ad settings and everything. It's quite difficult to learn. So I realized if I can learn how to do this really well, it's such a powerful tool. It could actually work well to promote the music. So that's how it started. No
one wants to take time to do the whole thing about ads because they think you're just pointing at a direction when it comes to these things. But you got to know, like I tell you straight up, I think I put a lot of child support into meta ads, and
oh, you tried it.
but I just hit like boost, like I'm not sitting there doing all the
manual stuff.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And not only like the meta ads, social media, you got to understand, people got to understand there's a difference here. When you're running an ad, you're sending that off somewhere else. You're sending that off to a possible customer or something like that. But when you're running social media as a social media, you're running it to your people, and hopefully that somebody shares it at the right place, right? It will just be basic like that. Now that has become essential to music branding. Your approach to visual storytelling, though, because when you post, you're not posting like, I just had some ice cream. Like, right. You're posting. I'm going to show some people some of this stuff real quick because it's fucking amazing. Okay. But how important is the image to you as an artist?
Well, yeah, it's very important. I mean, the music is still the most important thing, obviously, but it comes closely second, because I just love the visual design stuff. But I've really dedicated my Instagram account to the very brand oriented, similar visual stuff, just to keep it all in one kind of bundle. And then on my TikTok, I'm doing more of the, I had ice cream today, kind of the more human connection aspect. But yeah, the Instagram, I really just love, I love making that very cohesive looking brand. So it is very important.
Let me tell you guys. I'm gonna show you some stuff here, and I know you can't see it, but I'll describe it because I know that you know your stuff. Right?
Oh yeah, I know.
So we'll go to the first week of "Don't Wake the Neighbors," which was dropped 3 weeks ago. There's a visual here. I'm gonna show people. Let me get to my video screen. And shout out to everybody who's not can't listen to this. I mean, see this on the podcast. It's just going to be available on YouTube, so you guys can see this later. There is a lot of green screen usage, and it seems as if you've mastered it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm saying, like, what the hell? I can't even use a green screen for a freaking. What is it called? A video game, like a layout or something. But anyway, so we are here. We got.
To sleep, 'cause I don't
Are you acting on all these?
Yeah. Sometimes I put words on.
want to wake the neighbors again.
So there's a teacher is doing something. He turns around, and the kid jumps out the window. Like.
No, I don't.
And then the CD, like the album cover comes out and says it's out now. Like, what? This is I know the song story now, so I'm kind of like almost afraid to like ask what was that?
Oh
scene?
yeah. No, I purposely make all the visual sequences completely disassociated with the story.
Okay.
Like I did.
Whew.
Oh yeah. That's a good concern to have. But I do that, so it's like you could, if your volume was on 0, you could still watch that little video and it's a good experience, you know.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
and because it's funny, you know, or just like an interesting visual. So I wanted it to be almost separate from the audio, just to be kind of eye catching. Like, whoa, what is going on here?
Oh,
And
that's
also,
really good thinking.
really good song.
That's really good thinking. I don't know. That's yo. Shout out, yo, Mr. Heinze, Mr. Heinze, bro. What's that? We got another one. I'm starting to notice the cap with the propeller on it.
To sleep, 'cause I don't want to wake the neighbors.
Straight crazy bananas in the playground. You're supposed to be like that as a kid, right?
Yeah.
But was that like your first experience as a kid or something? Because I'm sitting here like, did you want to go on the swings? Like, and
No,
shout out to the camera guy. Shout out to
Yes.
the camera.
No, he's always filming with me, which is really funny. It's funny about the propeller hats. I was there the day before we were gonna film. I'm like, oh, I really want a propeller hat. So I looked on Amazon to see if there's like 1-day shipping, but there wasn't. And so I'm like, where can I find a propeller hat? So I went to a costume store and I asked if they had them. And they did, except they sold them in bulk. So I had to buy a pack of 30 propeller hats just to get the one. So I still have 29 propeller hats in my car.
Bro? Just put Tilted on it and that's merch. Just put Tilted Earth on it and merch it out, bro.
Good idea, actually.
Come on. They're gonna know.
That's really smart.
How are they gonna know? Because it's right there. It's good. Merch it out, bro. Okay. So we got another one. All right. This is the creative monster here. I'm assuming this is your body on is in a striped shirt, jeans.
Yeah, the swinging thing.
The swinging
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah.
The captain, the pilot hat, and I think pizza and fish were flying. I don't know.
I just throwing whatever I could at myself.
So this is like random.
Yeah, completely random. You got it.
There's no way, bro. Because and look, and for those who are watching, they're probably bugging out. Like, you're right. I don't need the audio. It's like, what is this, right? I'm curious. But shout out, yo, talk. I didn't have breakfast yet. I don't know if you had breakfast yet, but
No.
Yo,
Some juice.
we are hungry, bro.
Yes.
And the eggs are not helping. But whatever.
No.
Creative mindset. That is dope, bro. Especially because you know, this is not something that you feel like I think you have a lot of fun with these videos.
Oh yes, it's the most fun part of the month, except for recording the songs. Yeah.
So wait, did you say the fun part of the month? There's a schedule to this?
Oh yeah, every month. So I record the songs, and then next week I record the videos. It usually takes 2 days to record the videos. Then I edit them and put them on the meta campaigns, run them right when the song drops. And then I try to been doing a consistent schedule once a month, but
Nice.
I broke the collarbone, so this month's release is going to be pushed back a little bit. I'm actually going to the studio tomorrow to finish recording it.
So this collarbone situation is basically crazy that I wanted to bring it up just now. I was reading about it. How are you navigating this through a collarbone? I know that you said earlier you took the brace off. You're trying to like look tough or something. Bro, you got a broken collarbone. Like, put that shit on. What's the season of life like for you? And does it influence your sound or your perspective on things?
Yeah, totally. I broke it on the 4th of July, so last month. I flew
you
out
was
to
bugging out. Okay, go ahead.
It was rough. I flew out to Boston to go to family reunion, and on the 4th of July, I broke it. I literally, it's so embarrassing. I just fell on the grass playing wiffle ball with my little cousins, and it snapped.
Wiffle
ball. Yeah, like
you could tell you've never played wiffle ball. Like,
no, I was running to third base and just bloop.
Stop.
I don't even know what happened. It wasn't even a slip. It was so stupid. And so like, but the second I hit the ground, I knew that it was like, oh man, this is bad. And the second I hit the ground, I'm like, I have gigs to play when I get back home. This is going to be really bad.
Oh my God.
And so I just, there's just so many thoughts racing through my head. Like, oh, this is detrimental. Like, what am I going to do? So got the x-rays. Yep. It was broken. And then they said, you have to get surgery on this immediately. Like, it was a pretty bad break. There's an inch gap in my shoulder right there, just pop.
Oh my God.
Down.
That's what a broken collarbone look like.
Yeah.
Wait, do I got a broken collarbone?
Maybe you do.
Like, I don't know how you feel every day. But there's been this consistent thing on my like left shoulder, chest area, whatever. But anyways.
Yeah, you would know if it was broken.
Like,
yeah. Like it was.
Is it hard for you right now to like sit there and without the brace? Or have
no, I mean I had surgery on it, and so they put everything back together. They put screws and a plate in it. So it's everything's back.
Wait, so you haven't flown since, right?
Sorry,
you haven't flown since?
Oh, no, I did actually.
Wait,
which I'll tell you about that. That was terrifying. So I was stuck in Boston because they had to do immediate surgery. So then I had to take a week to recover, and then I flew back to California. And it was terrifying. I told the guy sitting next to me on the plane, I'm like, okay, I just want you to be aware I have surgery and this thing might explode on your face because the pressure. And it was a small plane. So we hit 35,000 feet so quickly, and it was just like throbbing, it was like that, all that pressure built up, and thankfully nothing happened, but it was very painful and probably not the best decision to fly, but to get back and start doing stuff.
If you guys are just tuning in, we're talking to Joseph Heinze, Tilted Earth, the Super Collarbone, whatever you want to call him. What? Yo, so you had to stay behind. Did you miss those gigs?
Yes. Unfortunately,
no.
Yeah, no, it's rough. I miss a lot of my solo gigs, which is okay because I have a residency, so I do those all the time.
Oh, nice.
But the really bad one was I just started a band. So up until like literally the last month, I've been doing all my stuff solo. So I play all the instruments on my tracks.
I started noticing like the language started changing in when it was you to like what Tilted Earth is. It's a band now.
It's a band. We haven't played our first show. Our first show was on the 12th of July, but then I broke the collarbone, and so I had to stay there. So I had to call them and like, hey guys, sorry, I can't play. And so they played my music without me. So it was kind of funny. But,
dedication, bro.
It was really cool. But yeah. So yeah, sorry, what was the question? Sorry,
I don't know. I'm just interrupting you. I just like.
Oh yeah, the band. So like all my songs I record by myself. Like I don't, they're not in on the recording process. We just do the live stuff together. But I do all the drums and the bass and guitar
Oh,
and piano
wow.
and stuff.
Oh wow. So we haven't had this kind of situation where somebody's inputting their own things. You're basically, doing the orchestrating.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm sure they're talented enough to like throw.
Oh no,
in
they're
some-
really good. Yeah, yeah. But I like to. It gives it such a put together cohesive sound when you're playing all the instruments yourself, because it kind of gives it a weird, almost uncanny sound. Because so many, I mean, most bands record together. You know, they like the guitarist plays the
Yeah.
guitar. It's not one guy doing all the different stuff.
Yeah.
And so I found that kind of gives it a unique sound.
Well, let's take one quick break, and I want to talk about what's coming up for you and things like that. If you guys are just tuning in, I did drop the link in there for the Instagram. Please, guys, go ahead, follow Tilted Earth Music on Instagram and hit the comment and be like, "I saw this on QSJ Radio." But don't do that. Just
Do it.
this is I want to say the name right. It's Calamine girl.
Yep.
Calamine. Oh, I'm on a roll, guys. I'm usually like
Heinze,
bad with stuff. Calamine girl, Tilted Earth on QSJ.
Watch and wait for what's to come. Save your tears for that of joy. I know you've been stranded and far too long. Pick your head up, sailor, she's coming soon. My Calamine girl, deep Pacific pearl, you were sent to save a sinking sailor out on the sea. My Calamine girl, the brightest in the world. I'd give you mine at the drop of a dime. If only I could, if only I could. From the watch house you can see two little ships passing in the night. One of the ships it carried me, the other carried the light of our memories.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Thank you so much for everyone who has been in here talking, listening, chatting away. The crazy question I got is, now you have kind of like this control of almost everything. I feel like, the scheduling, the making of a band, the when to post, what to post, the visualizations. It's almost as if you're getting that stuff wrapped around almost like as an everyday life kind of thing going on. The collarbone injury actually made you see things a little bit differently. Felt bad about things. Shout out to the band for kind of like playing
Yes.
without you because what it was that, and they that also shows a belief right now. That shows a very serious belief that this is going to work. But building this project independently, has it taught you anything unexpected? People would throw around a bunch of like life stuff and tell you this is going to happen if this happens. Have you been taught anything unexpectedly either about the music business or about yourself?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I think most of it has been unexpected. I think it would be kind of hard to find something that was expected. I decided last year actually 2 years ago now, to fully commit to music, like full time. I'm going to do this. Like, this is going to be it. No plan B sort of thing. And it's just been constant unexpected things. But I think probably the most unexpected has been just the cool people that the super interesting, unexpected people that I meet. Like, for example, I was on Facebook and I was looking through music groups and just things to do and venues to go to and things like that. And I saw this songwriting critique that happens once a month. And it's by this guy named Bruce Michael Miller. And I looked on it and I'm like, wow, this guy has some serious credentials. Like, he played with the Beatles back in the day. Ooh. He worked with Eric Clapton. I'm like, wait, this guy's in Boise? Because I'm in Boise, Idaho. Okay. Like, what is he doing here? And so it was a free event that happens every month. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go to that.
Dope.
And I show up, and you bring your lyrics, you print out your lyrics and you bring them, so that everyone in the group can look at them, and he'll give you advice basically. And I was the only one who's there. So it was literally just me and this guy. And and this is with Don't Wake the Neighbors. I brought him those lyrics when I was writing it. Wow. And he spent 2 hours of unadulterated time with me, just going through all the lyrics and helping me. I'm like, this is insane. This guy was with Paul McCartney, playing on stage in front of who knows how many people. And now he's sitting in a room with me, like, going over my lyrics and helping me. And so it's like, last year, I could have never imagined that I'd be in a place where I got to do something like that. And so I think just the people that you run into that's been kind of one of the biggest unexpected parts.
Man, I'm just thinking, not only like for your own experience, but maybe I'm supposed to be a troll in the world. I don't know, but the amount of homage that was paid for that dude so you can show up, and the amount of respect that wasn't given for people that didn't, right? It's so you're sitting there, you're researching this guy, you're like, this is dope, it's right here in the neighborhood, I'm gonna go. Only one that shows up. I mean, if you can't take that as a sign, I don't know what to tell you, bro. What? Oh my God. 2 hours. Now, this is before the song release?
Yes, it was before the release. Yeah, so I changed a lot of things based off of his suggestions.
That is dope. No wonder it sounds like it sounds. What the? See?
And and he does it every month. So before I release a song, I go to him and I bring the song, and then he helps me with it. So it's
And now you become probably cool as hell with each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have. Yeah, we're friends.
That is. I try to tell people, man, you got to go outside. You have to go outside.
And that's exactly what he told me. Because I was asking him about advice, and he said, if you want something to happen, you have to put yourself out in the street every day so that you'll get hit by a bus. And like, that's an analogy, but like, you have to get yourself out there, and then something will happen. Like, you'll meet somebody or something will catch on, but that's not going to happen if you're sitting in your room all day playing music by yourself, which is what I like to do, but it's not the only thing you can do.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if anybody told you, but I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
What am I supposed to say? I am not getting hit by a bus, guy. I'm not. I don't even. I looked everywhere. I don't know. Because, and oh, man. Shout out to my boy Dabaski's in the chat. He's like, that's actually a good analogy. Yeah, you're right. 2 hours. Can you imagine? Dabaski's in the chat. Can you imagine spending 2 hours with somebody you don't know, but they know everybody? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was surreal.
That is nuts. You're getting a lot of these moments now. But what does success look like to you right now? Is it like a number, a feeling, a show? Like,
Yeah, totally. I mean, I I've reached success in some levels. I have specific goals. Like I have a goal for this year, next year, and my third year. So I haven't hit those yet, and that will be considered success. My goal this year is to get it's just a number, but it's for a reason, and it's 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and 10,000 followers on TikTok. And the reason it's not that those numbers specifically matter, it's just that's kind of an initial goal. And the reason is I want to use those platforms as leverage to book gigs for next year, because next year I want to go on a United States tour.
ooh,
And so if you can present venues and gigs with your social media and with your Spotify, and they see that you have a large following, then it's much easier to book that gig. And so this year's basically a setup for next year, because next year I want to go on tour. And then my third year, I want to play a stadium as an opening act for a band.
yeah.
And so that's my third year goal.
These are realistic as fuck. Okay, excuse the language, but if you guys are not out there understanding what's going on here, I'm gonna take these numbers. We're gonna make it. I did the legwork. I'm gonna go out there and get on tour with these numbers to show and prove. And not only will it benefit me, it will benefit them. Boom, right? Then play the stadium, open an act. That sounds like something that could be done locally or off of the tour that just happened.
Yeah.
Like this is crazy because there's a lot of people that are just taking this by chance, not understanding that there's bro, I don't know how big that bus is going to be.
I hope
Don't
it's
break
big.
another collarbone, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
I know.
break
I'm going to fall down the stairs getting off it and cancel the show.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So, I mean, I guess there has been some feeling of success because I just started doing it. And when you start doing something that you're passionate about, you feel successful. But I still have these like 3 big goals, in the next 3 years, and then I'll set more after that. But I think once I hit those, then I'll start to feel more of a sense like, okay, this is actually going to work out,
That's dope. That's dope. I'm not gonna lie. You guys, Joseph Heinze, follow him on that Instagram, on that TikTok, Tilted Earth Music. Stop playing, please. We are watching something right now. This is really dope. I was gonna say, looking ahead, what's next for Tilted Earth, but I see that you got kind of like a plan, ideas, excited, but because you know that you can't really go out there. This is a different approach, and I'm gonna just explain it the way that I'm gonna answer the question for you. Looking ahead, what's next for Tilted Earth? Are there any upcoming releases or ideas you're excited about? There's a scheduled release every month. Okay. There's going to be visuals online. It's going to be promoted for like crazy. We'll see what's going on. You'll see us on Spotify. You'll see us on here. You see us on there. If things go the way that are planned, we are going on tour. You will see us at the next Christmas in July concert, God Bless America concert, Your Kid Doesn't Listen concert. We're going to all those things because we're getting invited because we did the legwork, and we couldn't do the legwork without you guys, without the strategy that we put to put good music in your ears. And I can't really look ahead if those goals aren't met. Because I don't want to put false prophecies in front of me. That is crazy. I don't think anybody has ever answered like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me give you like an applause in the background. That's crazy. Oh my God. Because everybody's like, yeah, we got this show that we paid for to be on and stuff like that. And, like you're not thinking like that. You actually are not winning anything doing that kind of stuff. I try to tell them the 5 schemes are crazy, man. They leave the artist in turmoil. Now, let's talk about this opening act. Okay?
Yeah.
If you could open for any artist in the world, let's be dramatic. Living or dead. Who would
Oh wow.
Who would it be and why?
living or dead makes it dead makes it a lot more complicated. This is actually something I've been starting to think about because I'm like, okay, well, this is a goal that I have. So I actually want to start trying to find a band or a solo act that I can open for now, just so I could start, following their journey and see what kind of audience they have. And so I can target them as well, just to in preparation, for a couple of years down the road.
Yeah.
But just if I could just choose anyone, um, I love Mac DeMarco. Do you know him?
Yeah, yeah.
And he has super fun shows. I haven't been to any of them, but I've watched them, and they're just wild. But also, he has sort of similar sounding music to me, and so I don't know if he'll still be on tour in 3 years. He's pretty young. He's in his 30s or 40s, so I'm sure he'll still be on tour.
Somebody's gonna do something.
Yeah. So and he's still independent. I think he maybe has his own label now, but he's huge. I mean, he's like top 200 in the world still, and he's been releasing music forever. So I absolutely love him, and I'd love to go on tour with him. I guess I haven't picked someone yet. I think as things progress, I'll end up, getting further into the industry. You'll just start meeting similar artists who are bigger than you, and so maybe that it'll just be one of those who I end up going on tour with. But if I had to pick, it would be Mac DeMarco.
Wow. Now, where do you hope the music takes you? Because you're in Boise.
Yes.
Like, I'm from New York City. You tell me any other city, you guys have to have at least like 7 skyscrapers in order to consider a city. But
yeah, that's only one.
Yeah. Where do you hope the music takes you? Is it a geographic kind of goal? Is it emotionally goal?
Mm-hmm.
And since you have a plan for like at least 3 years to see what it does, what are 2 years after that look like?
Yeah. No, I've been thinking about this. Geographically, I'd love to move back to the Los Angeles area. Last year I was living in Palm Springs. The music scene's obvious. There was no music scene there because it's a small city, and then LA was 2 hours away, so it's too far to drive. So, but I love it in that area. It's beautiful, and so I think at some point I'll probably end up back in LA. The reason that I didn't want to start my music career there is it's so saturated.
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost impossible to break in, and everyone's so cutthroat. Like they just want something from you. So
yeah,
I decided on Boise because the music scene's growing rapidly, and the city is itself. Like there's a new open mic every single week popping up, a new venue. So and there's a lot of older people here too who have kind of retired from music, and so they just want to help. It's not necessarily competitive. They're like, okay, I want to pass on my legacy to the next generation. So and like this Bruce Miller guy that I was talking about, like he's done his thing. He played with the Beatles. He did his thing, and now he's looking to, pass everything on. So I think it's a good place to start here. But yeah, I want to end up in the LA area. I want music to be able to get me to a place where I can financially support a family. I really want a family. I don't want to be like a household name or anything. I just want to be able to make my music to support myself and a family, and just play shows with my friends. Like that's really what I want to do.
Yeah, that sounds like a good life right there.
Yeah,
sounds like so good. Like, bro, we just jamming.
Yeah.
And if we don't jam, we don't have jam. Like,
exactly.
it's good. So shout out to everything, because it seems like well-rounded as an artist, especially because of the residency. And a lot of people don't understand that that's a little big. Like you have to be there. You are scheduled. People are promoting you there, regardless if it's you or something. Like this is gonna happen. It's a job. It's a job, and even though some days it might be cool, some days are not. And for anybody who doesn't understand what a residency is for an artist, it's basically you're expected to play at this place, whether it be a pub, a corner of a pizza spot, because I've seen a lot of those, and it's just something, and you're there for a couple of hours maybe, and then it's a great experience, very live, very people will ask you for stuff, pictures, stuff like that, like, and then you just gotta hope it's a good day. Yeah, because I don't think that it's promised compensation, but I think like at least you're doing it right. So and not only that, the stuff that you do is definitely behind your scenes. I definitely love the fact that you were just like able to do this whole thing. The collarbone thing is crazy. Wiffle ball. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't tell your tough friends about this, but,
no, I've been telling them a whole different story.
Oh
yeah, I've been telling them
you got a war scar. Like, what is?
I've been telling them that my sister shot me with a shotgun.
This dude, this is not. Is your sister crazy? Like, does she accept it? Just a little.
I've been saying like, oh, we were out shooting clay pigeons, and she got really distracted.
Oh.
That's what I've been telling people.
You know, I know that you're young right now. I can hear it with the wanting of the family thing, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
say
21.
young. Bro, you're young. Okay, you're talking to an OG right now. The one question that you would tell your younger self, well, what would you tell your younger self when you were just starting out?
I would just say start earlier. I mean, I'm still young, but like, it would have been so helpful if I had started posting earlier. You just can't start early enough with this kind of stuff. I mean, because it's not, you can't rely on a viral post or a viral song. Like, it's just consistency. So just as much as you can all the time, just consistent. So if I'd started earlier, that would have been great. But I also would have told myself earlier, like, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, this is the gift that you've been given to play music for other people. Like, just fully feed into this. Because I mean, once I started doing this full time, like, I went to college for 2 years and hated it and dropped out and started doing music. But I would have just told myself, like, this is the thing that you're supposed to do. And it's undoubtedly, like, I can't imagine doing anything else. So that's what I would have told myself.
The college experience, was it a big school, small school?
It was in California. It was a small school. I went to do business administration.
Did you dorm out or anything like that, or was it just just went to
No,
school?
I was still living at home because
Okay.
my family lives in Northern California, so it was a school there.
Okay.
So I was just living with them,
And this is the dad version talking.
Yeah.
Because I got a kid going. We got to drive him Saturday, and I don't know. He seems like he wants to tough it out, but we'll see what happens. He's following a girl too, so it's like
okay. So is he in high school right now?
yeah, like he's leaving Saturday for college. So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
It's gonna be a lot. Is it in your hometown where he's going?
It's about 3-4 hours away.
That's a lot.
He ain't coming home
That's a lot. Oh, yeah, I'm
by
sorry.
Christmas, right? I know it's so good. I'm getting to the point of the emotional. There's a lot of other things that is going on that are good for the family, but is also like it takes away from the family.
No, that's hard.
So
Yeah.
it's really crazy. Joseph Heinze, everybody! Oh my God, Joseph, that was the heart, the brain behind Tilted Earth, a project that seems emotionally resonant as it is musically refreshing. If you haven't already, anybody in the chat, anybody that is listening to the podcast, go follow him on TikTok and Instagram, Tilted Earth Music. Independent artists like Joseph and the band are shaping the future of music, one stream, one story, one song at a time. Joseph, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. This is super fun.
Yeah, bro, it was hype. It kind of messed me up with everything, but
I know, yeah, I can't see you, but
yeah, it's all good.
too
No,
weird.
no, I am super smiling. I am good. Don't worry. You are like really going places, and I cannot wait to see, follow,
Thank
and
you.
I know summer is coming to an end, but there's other things you can do. Don't wait to 2026, bro. you
Oh
know?
no, I love the fall. This is the prime songwriting season.
Yo,
Get
for
over
real.
it. Yeah.
For real, they don't understand. I can't wait to hear more and see more. And of course, if you need anything, you got my email or anything you want to reach out
Thank
to.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Joseph Heinze, everybody. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll make sure you get everything as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, thank you, man.
Hey, you're welcome. And let's go have some breakfast.
Yeah, dude, I'm so hungry.
Bro, like, yo, thanks so much for the morning stuff too, because you know some people just get mad, and I'm like, bro, I don't have other time schedules.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Hey man, everybody in the chat is clapping away, and they're saying, "Nice to meet you, Joseph," and they're agreeing with you with the prime songwriting season and things like that. So. It's not in the Zoom chat. We're actually live on Twitch.
Oh, we're live. Okay.
I mean, you're like, where the hell are you talking
Like,
about?
what are you talking about? Zoom has a live chat.
We'll talk soon, bro.
Okay, great. Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too. Stay in
Later.
touch if you want. All right.
Okay, for sure I will.
All right. Bye.
I want to write a quiet song, one where the neighbors can't catch on to the melodies in my head. I fear their ears are pressed against the walls of the room in which I am. I'm scared that they will hear, 'cause I don't want to wake the neighbors again. And I'm scared